Or again, the narrative of the Bible in Genesis clearly states that the whole earth is being created. Like you can't even put it in an Adam and Eve context. It's like everything is being created. Trees, birds, dogs, all of that. So you have to cancel out all of that to just single in on Adam and Eve part of it. It's like, no, all of
I
this
don't
other
think
stuff was
so.
jumping off at the same time. What is I don't get what you're talking about.
Right.
Like, come
I
on.
don't think I don't think we'd have to cancel all of that out because we're not talking about that. Like I was trying to put that to the side because I would assume, I don't want to assume. Do you know what an accretion disk is?
No, I'm be honest, an accretion disk.
Okay.
Can you explain to me how that
Uh,
relates to the topic though?
Yep, it relates to the topic because that's where the Earth came from. And if you don't know that, then you haven't investigated the origins of the universe that we do understand. That's why I was trying to put that to the
No,
side
no, no, no,
and
no, no.
focus
So
on.
so
Hold on,
you was
Hold
talking
on.
hold
about the
on, Mr.
Bible. You're
Times.
not talking
Hold
about
on,
the
Mr.
Can,
Times.
science.
Hold on, Mr. Times.
You're not talking about
Hold on, Mr.
can you?
Times.
I was trying to put that to the side because you're conflating two issues and you're muddying the waters. This particular topic is about the patriarchal lens through which this story in Genesis is crafted. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about how the patriarchal ideal is baked into the story. We're not talking about the origin of the universe. We're not talking about the creation narrative. That story, and well, the two stories, because there are two different ones in Genesis 1 and 2, they have issues in and of themselves. They have plants before there is a sun. That doesn't make sense. That's why I'm trying to put all that to the side and focus on the patriarchal lens through which this story is crafted. Are you capable of engaging in that conversation?
I'm just trying to make sure I understand what you're saying because I don't know if you're talking science or you just talking about the fact that can you be a little more? Can you give me a little more detail on exactly what you want to talk about?
Well, I don't want to talk about science with you if you don't understand science. And if you don't know what an accretion disk is, I don't think you're prepared to talk about the origins of the universe. That's why I'm putting that to the side. That's the third time I've said this. What this topic is about is the patriarchal lens through which the narrative of Adam and Eve is constructed. That's what the topic is about.
I mean,
I'm on.
okay, you said that before, but I'm still not tracking. Can you dumb it all the way down for me?
Oh
Dumb it
my
all the way
days.
down.
Oh my
Yeah.
days.
So in Adam and Eve, the narrative goes women were created from the rib of a man, right?
Okay,
It places men above women, correct?
okay,
In reality, the world that we share, women do not come from men's ribs. They just don't. Every human I know has come out of the hoo-ha of a woman. We know how children are created. We know where babies come from. I personally do not think that a person's genitalia gives them the rights to a position of power. I think power should follow ability, right? Skill set. If I am better at one thing, then maybe I should take the lead on that. I should not defer to you just because you have something dangling between your legs that I don't. So if you are able to, that's the framework that we're talking about. Genesis enforces this gender hierarchy, which is BS. It tells you that women come from men, which is BS. So that's the topic. Can you flesh that out?
so I don't know how to address that without uh, dabbling into the science aspect of it, as well as again going through the beginning of the
I mean,
Bible
I
as it
would like
relates
to
to.
hear the science of man creating life. What's the
I mean,
science?
so the Bible
No,
speaks of.
science. Science, not Bible.
No, no, no,
Science.
no. I'm just
No,
laying the
no, but
foundation.
no, no, no. I asked for the science. What is the science behind man creating life? What's the science? Not
The
Bible.
science behind man creating life.
Yes, that's what I said. I would like to hear the science behind males creating life? Life coming from males. What's the science?
Okay, well, a man can't create anything without a woman as it relates
What?
to another
Right. So,
another.
but you said that you can't get into the story of life coming from man without getting into the science. And so, let's get into the science.
But that's what I'm saying. Like as it relates to the science behind it all, it as it relates to the scriptures. That's what we. That's I thought that's
Science
what we
and
was talking
scripture
about.
are the science is scripture. Scripture is science.
For me, it is. If it ain't according to the Bible, it
So
ain't
you're
real
not talking
science.
about real science.
If it ain't according to the Bible, it's
So
not real
okay,
science.
so we're not talking about real science then.
Okay,
We're
watch this.
what we're
Watch this.
talking
Watch this.
about. What we're talking
No, no,
about
no,
is
no, no,
Adam.
no, no,
No,
no.
what we're talking about is Adam's C-section. We're talking about Adam's. We're talking about the fact that Adam had a C-section and Adam had a baby. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about
Okay.
biblical science.
Okay.
We're
All
talking
right.
about
Now,
fairy
no,
tale.
yeah. No. So
Yeah,
maybe
this is
where
how
you
it
was
started out.
grew up
That
in,
your God
and what
put
they taught
Adam.
you
Your
was fairy
God put
tale.
Adam to sleep.
They didn't teach you that.
Your God put Adam to sleep, right? And performed a C-section on him, right? Took a rib out of his body, closed up his C-section, and created new life from Adam's body, right? The same way a woman would have a C-section, and life would be taken from her body, and she would have that same scar, right? That's what we talking about.
Okay. Okay. Now, you. I can tell y'all are real smart. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know what
I
I
can
want
tell.
to know, thinker? If
Hold on.
that's
Hold on.
real
Hold on.
science, why
Hold
can't I
on. I
go
got
to the hospital with dirt and come back with a little boy?
y'all are real smart. Could a man come from a woman?
Oh my
My son
I
came
don't
fucking
think
from me,
so.
god!
pumpkin.
I
Where did
My
have
you
two.
son,
come
I have
I
two that
literally,
came from me. Like that. What the fuck? But
No,
does
no,
it?
from the
No, no, no,
beginning.
no,
From the
no.
hold
Hey,
on,
hey, hey!
hold on,
I
hold
know
on,
you want to run. Hey,
hold on,
hey, hey,
hold on.
hey, hey, hey!
From the
Half pint,
beginning though.
half pint. I know you want to run from this. I know you want to run, but we gonna get into your biblical science, okay? And the validity of it
Half
all.
pint.
And the validity of it all.
Praise
Again,
God.
again, your God put Adam on a table, put Adam to sleep, and performed a C-section. He took out a piece of Adam's rib and created new life, closed Adam up, and then Adam had a baby, and then he married her, right?
So can I say something real quick?
No, I just want to make sure I got the order correct. That's what we talking
Well,
about, right? Adam's
it
baby.
says that it says that God created Eve from Adam's rib.
Right,
It
I
didn't
just
say he
said
had a
that. I
baby.
just no, he had a baby. Did he take Adam's flesh and create new life? Was she made from
Yeah.
Adam's flesh?
So Adam,
Hey,
the way Adam
hey, hey,
created.
hey, was
Can
she
I
made? Was she
can I
made?
say it?
Answer
Can
my
I say what
question.
I say?
Was she
That's what
made?
I'm doing.
Hey, it's a yes or no. Was Eve made from Adam's flesh?
Can I answer it
Answer
my way?
no.
What is
Yes or
you?
no. Was Eve made from Adam's flesh?
Can I say what the Bible
No,
say then?
no. Was she made from
Oh, I
Adam's
can say what the
flesh?
Bible say.
Was she made from Adam's flesh? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, she was
Okay.
made from
All
Adam's
right. She was
rib.
made from Adam's flesh. Is rib flesh?
Okay,
Is
and
rib?
that's what he
Hey,
said.
is rib flesh?
He said, "Bone of my
Is
bone and
rib?
flesh of my
Is rib
flesh."
flesh?
That's what he said.
Okay, so she's made
Bone of my
from.
bone,
All
flesh of
right,
my
so
flesh.
she came from Adam's flesh, correct?
Thinker, you trying to
Answer
force
yes
me
or
to say
no.
something?
So she
Can I
came from.
express
I mean, you're
myself?
scared to. You are scared.
You
You
won't
are
let me.
scared to
You
admit.
can't.
You are scared. You can
You're not
answer. I'm
letting me talk.
asking you to answer the fucking question. Was Eve made from Adam's flesh? Yes or no?
I just answered that.
No, you didn't. Answer it.
Yes.
Yes. So she came from Adam's flesh. She is Adam's baby. And then Adam married his baby. The same way,
No.
A baby comes from the flesh of a woman. A baby is the flesh of a woman. And the same way a baby will be cut out of a woman, Eve came from Adam. She is Adam's baby. That is new life created from Adam's flesh.
That's the way you want to interpret it.
That's what
that
it
ain't
says.
What the scripture say.
Yes, it does.
That ain't what the scripture says.
Yes, it does.
Said he made him a companion.
It is no, it doesn't.
His own flesh.
It doesn't say
What
shit. No, it don't say shit about a companion. And even if it did, hey, it doesn't say it doesn't. It doesn't mean companion. But even if it did say companion, his companion was his baby. He had a baby, and that baby became his companion. That baby became his wife. That's what the fuck the story says.
I mean, so going back to what I was saying, a male has about him being a leader, the head. Does a woman have a Y chromosome?
I mean,
Nigga,
Adam obviously had the XX chromosome, the ovaries, the cervix, the tetas, the vagina. From Adam's body. No. From Adam's flesh. From Adam. No. From Adam's flesh. Hey, fullness. I'm talking. From Adam's flesh. From Adam. I'm talking right now. From Adam's flesh. From Adam's flesh. Your God was able to create the things that a woman has, her very complex body. A woman has a womb that came from Adam's flesh. Adam had the necessary components to make a womb. A woman is XX. Adam had the necessary components to make an XX chromosome. A woman has fallopian tubes. Adam had that in him. A woman has ovaries. Adam had that in him. Whatever she has, because she is flesh of his flesh, Adam had inside of him. That's just logic.
She not created, sis. She not. That's just the way it is. Women can't beat men today.
Yeah, she wasn't created because he birthed her.
They're not stronger.
She wasn't created because she was birthed from him.
That's science.
She's his baby. Adam was a madam.
That ain't the topic.
Adam was a madam. Adam was a madam before Eve came. There was no need for Adam to have semen. There was no need for him to have a prostate gland in his ass. There was no vagina. There was no tetas. There was nothing for him to reproduce with until it was pulled out of his body. Adam was a fucking madam. And then when your God put him to sleep, Adam had a sex change. Adam then got testes, then got semen to match the vagina that was created, that came from his body, to match the fallopian tubes that came from his body, to match the ovaries that came from his body, to match the XX chromosome that came from his body. There was no need for any of that, because guess what? It was inside Adam. That's called logic.
You know that ain't science, but I'm gonna let you talk. Go ahead.
If you have a different scientific explanation of how it works, then share it with us.
I don't need one. Y'all need one. I told you the book say she was a helpmeet
Help
for that
me.
reason.
Help me. What is that?
Not a help me.
She was his helper. Point blank. Period.
A side of beef. She was a tenderloin. She was a
She
tenderloin.
was a
Lord
baby
said
back
a tender
rib. She
lion.
was a
She was
baby
a
back.
tenderloin. Right?
I
Why y'all
mean,
need help?
yeah,
Men,
yeah.
a woman
Why
can't beat a
would
man, but
Adam
why?
have to
But y'all
have
need
all of that
help.
stuff
Look,
inside? You
A
know.
the only
tenderloin.
thing they had to do in that garden was cut grass. And the God looked down and said, "Them motherfuckers can't do shit. Let me make him a helper." Because that motherfucker, the only thing he gotta do is pull weeds, and this bitch confused.
No, the story say that everything else had a helper.
It
And
doesn't say
Adam,
that.
yeah, it did.
No,
It
it
said
doesn't.
that
It
he
does not
found
say
it was.
that. What it says is that your God looked down and saw how stupid y'all were. And then he said, "Let me make him a helper." And then he made animals. And then he said, "Well, there's not any helper for him amongst the animals. Let me put him to sleep and birth a baby." That's what the fuck it says. And then you know what he did? He wrote inside your DNA, sorry. Like this motherfucker is sorry. I'm fucking sorry that I created this motherfucker. When in the Noah story, when it says God repented that he made man, he wrote that shit in your XY chromosome. That's why the fuck is called SRY. It's your SRY chromosome because that is your God's fucking signature and your fucking DNA that says sorry motherfucker. Like I am sorry I created this fucker. This is a piece of shit. And then he upgraded. You think I'm lying? You can go to science and see that your fucking chromosome is called sorry. Sorry like a motherfucker. I'm sorry.
I mean, I can understand you may not agree with the Bible, but you got to at
Oh, I
least
am
come
agreeing
at
with
it
it. I am
logically.
agreeing with it. I just
You
told
have
you
to logically
everything I
approach
just
it though,
stated was
if you want to
biblical.
understand it.
Everything I just stated was biblical. I am agreeing with it. Adam had a baby. Adam was a madam. Your God was pissed that he created you to cut grass and you couldn't fucking do that shit. And then he had to go and create another fucking human to help you cut grass. And then he put a signature to make sure everybody knew this is the fucked up one. This one right here is the fucked up product. And he put SRY. I sorry. I am agreeing with you.
Well, back to the topic. Man should rule
That is the topic.
because
That is the
they
topic.
have the chromosomes, they have the strength, they have the
What
power,
chromosomes? What
and
chromosomes do you
this
have
this
fullness that what
I'm
chromosomes
just saying. They,
specifically? No,
okay,
no, no. Hold on, hold on. You're making a
they
claim. Hold on.
they have
Fullness. Hold
they have the strength, they
fullness.
have the power, they have the
Fullness.
everything. They are the
Fullness. Can you
rightful.
So you
oh
just
my
gonna
god.
keep doing it, huh?
Like I'm trying to get you to stop because you keep saying things. Which chromosome enables men to lead? Which chromosome do you have that I lack as a woman that qualifies you to be in a position of leadership?
The Y
You said
chromosome.
chromosome. What's on the Y chromosome that makes you that gives you leadership abilities?
No. You again?
What?
They have the Y
Sir,
chromosome.
what did she ask you?
That's.
What did
I'm
she
not.
ask you?
She
Can
said
you
she didn't
repeat
want
the
to go
question?
into the
No,
science.
can
We
you
not going
repeat
into
the
the science.
question that she
I'm just
asked
talking.
you? Can you repeat the question that she asked you? What is wrong with you? Is something wrong with you? Is that Y chromosome making you stupid or something? Can you repeat the question she asked you? What did
Now
she
you
ask
done
you? What
got Lord
question are you
started.
answering? What question are you answering? You don't fucking know because you
No,
talk too much. That Y chromosome won't let you keep your motherfucking soup cooler shut long enough to know what the question is. What did she ask you?
She asked me about what's on the Y chromosome. That was the last thing she
No,
asked me.
what's on the Y
Madam,
chromosome?
madam, that's
That's
what
not
she
all
asked
she
me.
asked you. That wasn't the whole question. What's on the Y chromosome that what?
Yeah, I was trying to
What's
help
the
your
rest of
ass
the
before
question?
Lord Scott started.
What's the rest of the question? Fullness. Fullness. What's the rest of the question? She asked you, what is on the Y chromosome that? And you started snapping your motherfucking soup coolers. That's why you don't know what the fuck she asked you.
You all
So,
right?
Fee, no, bitch,
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
not all right because you ain't hoe. So, Fee, can you ask him the
Hmm.
question again so he can answer the question you asked and not the one that's running around in that motherfucking empty space he call a brain?
Yeah, I was asking you. You said that it's the Y chromosome, right? That gives men whatever leadership abilities. I'm asking you, what is on that chromosome that gives you something that I don't have?
You know what? I to be honest with you, I can't remember right now. I
Do
can't
you,
even remember.
do you know which
I
do you know which pair of chromosomes determines the sex of a human being?
you know,
Like
I
which number
so
pair?
can I share something with you?
No. Actually, can you answer her question? Because I have a follow up.
Okay, follow up because
Oh, can you
I
answer
don't
her question first and then I'll follow up?
I'm not she didn't want to do science and go into the deepness of the science and
Sir,
stuff
you
like that.
can't
So
do science. You are
I'm not
incapable of
you know what I'm
doing
saying?
science. She
I'm
didn't
gonna
want
let
to
it
do it because you're too stupid for
I'm
science.
a back out of
You're
that
too
one. I
dumb.
don't
I know you
just
are.
let
I know you're going to
yeah.
back out of it. I know you
Well,
fucking are. I know you
it's
are.
not
Back
dumb if
all
I
the way
say I
out.
don't know.
Back all the way out. Take your motherfucking soup coolers and that empty suitcase you call a brain and back all the way out. You're not equipped for this conversation because you didn't come up here to have a fucking conversation. You didn't.
And bonus, I agree with you that it's not dumb to say that you don't know, but I do think it is dangerous to claim that the Y chromosome has something on it that equips you to lead that an X chromosome doesn't. The reality is it's the 23rd pair of chromosomes that determines a sex, right? Those are the sex chromosomes. And there's information on the chromosomes, but I'm asking you what is on them that equips you to lead that I lack. That's all I'm asking. And you keep saying you don't want to go into the science, but when I ask you a scientific question, you don't answer it. So if you can't answer it, if you can't explain why something is true that you're saying is true, then I think you should probably stop saying that it's true.
So
Because I
the
can
reason
guarantee
why I
you it's
said
not.
the reason why I said that because I know the male have a Y and an X, and the female has a, to my knowledge, a XX, which means that it, to me, from what I understand, from when I did do some research on it, it made it right for man to rule over a woman because she don't have a Y chromosome, and
But you're not telling me what that Y chromosome does, because
that's what
the
I'm trying to
only
say.
thing that
That
Y,
I
but let
when I looked
hold on a
into
Hold
second.
it.
on. Hold on.
The only thing that the Y chromosome does is that it codes for male genitalia, for male presenting genitalia. That's all it does. It says nothing about leadership. Leadership is our skill sets that people learn in a society. Leadership in America looks very different in our culture than it would in another culture. So by saying that men are genetically more equipped to lead, that's just simply not true. That's scientifically untrue.
So, can I ask you a question and can you
Okay,
answer it?
hold on. But let me ask my question to you first, my follow up question. And if you were listening throughout this conversation, Fee already kind of gave you the answer. So it's also going to test your listening skills, okay? How many chromosomes do you get from your father? How many chromosomes do you get from your mother?
No, no, no. I didn't say I was a expert in
So
biology.
time out. So when you were
That ain't what I.
time out.
That ain't
Hold
what I
on.
came up here
Hold
for.
on.
That ain't
Time
what
out.
I. That
Out.
up. That
Because
up.
Fee gave you a hint already. But you were researching chromosomes and you don't know the number that you get from your father and your mother, and you were researching chromosomes.
Some of y'all need to put that thing down because it ain't helping
Well,
you.
hold on. So
Some of y'all need to, yeah, some of y'all need to put it down.
son of
Hurt yourself.
yeah, I can't see the rest.
I know.
But look, who's stronger, a man or a woman? Can you
Well,
answer that for me?
I'm not stronger than Jay Cargill. I'll tell you that much. I know she'll
I
slap
said,
the
who
shit
What
out of
does
me if
that
I
have
say
to
some.
do with what
I
he
know she'll
asked
slap the
you?
shit out of me if I say some
No,
dumb
we
shit like
talk
that in her
about the
face.
patriarchy and the right to rule. Who is more equipped to rule, a man or a woman?
Who is more
I'm
equipped?
talking about
Sir, we're asking you,
yeah,
why do you think that? We're asking
in
you,
a
why do
general
you think, listen,
in
we're
a
asking you,
general sense,
why do
men
you
are
think,
stronger than women.
we're asking you, why do you think that makes a man more equipped to lead than a woman? What does strength have to do with anything? What does strength have to do with leadership skills?
How many men I know with skinny ass thighs?
It's interesting how I'm just gonna go ahead and answer this because let me tell
So
y'all how
so
fucked up
what?
motherfucker I'm
Hold
talking.
on, hold on,
Let me
hold on.
tell y'all how fucked up Google is and how patriarchal Google is and how jealous they are of the X chromosome. Like, if you Google what information is on the Y chromosome, it tells you just the Y chromosome, right? It lets you know that it's, sorry, that it is primarily for, it's the smallest chromosome that exists. The primary function of it is to determine the male gender. It has the information on it for like diseases for cancer and cardiovascular disease. Like, it has nothing. Like, it's shit, and it has the information on it for tracing father to son paternal ancestry. That's it. It's shit. But then if you ask Google what information is on the X chromosome, it has to mention the Y because it's jealous of its superior. The X chromosome has far more genetic information than the Y chromosome. The X chromosome is responsible for your brain and nervous system, for muscle development. It has information on it for your immune system, your metabolism and blood clotting, for your vision, reproductive development. It has the majority of your information for who you are
Did you
on
say
your,
muscle development,
yeah,
Tinker? Did you say muscle development?
muscle
Hmm.
development, Lawrence. Muscle
Hmm.
development. But it's
So
so
women are the reason
fucking
why.
funny. It's so
So
funny
women are the
that
reason why
the
men are stronger.
Google can't talk about the superior X chromosome without bringing up the sorry ass Y chromosome, the smallest chromosome in your body. It's fucking interesting. And
And we see that.
the fact that the Y chromosome, that the majority basic, function is for semen. And I think that when your God turned the Madam Adam into just Adam, he just kind of flicked some shit in there because, I mean, he said, I got this beast of a machine right here. I'm just gonna make this motherfucker fertilizer. And all the
You know what?
information for the better is, yeah,
So you telling me the Y chromosome is only good for the physicalness?
the physicalness. Yep, yep.
But I do think it's interesting how there was an automatic correlation that fullness made between physical strength and leadership because they're not the same. Like physically, I forget what it's called. I was just reading this book the other day about animals who there's a term and it's slipping my mind right now where the male in the species is generally larger than the female. I think it starts with a D, but don't quote me on that. There are a lot of species that are that way, right? But that physical difference between the male and female has nothing to do with leadership abilities. It has nothing to do with leadership skills or qualities. Like, you have just been conditioned in a society that's told you that because you are male, that means you take the lead. And that's just simply not true. We see this across the animal kingdom. We have plenty of matriarchal systems, even lions. They tell you that the lion is the king of the jungle. No, the fuck he's not. He doesn't even run the pride. The female lions do. They say the same thing with wolves. But these assessments of this alpha leader, male leader, was done through the lens of humans thinking and believing that men naturally lead. And the data just does not show that. But these are the types of conclusions that people jump to when they don't know how things work. They tell you that the Y chromosome means men lead, but without any evidence whatsoever showing that that's true. And I think that's dangerous.
If you're in the guest request box, I only take one guest at a time. Be patient. We will get to everybody. Fee, do
And
you remember the
also,
bonobo video you sent me?
Yeah. Yeah,
Very,
sexual dimorphism. I thought it was started with a D.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Sierra.
very
Go ahead,
interesting.
Thinker. I'm sorry.
Bonobos are
Mm-hmm.
fun.
Yeah, male bonobos abused a baby bonobo. I think they sexually abused a baby bonobo, and the male bonobos didn't do shit, but the female bonobos whooped that ass.
Mm-hmm.
And when the
Mm-hmm.
female bonobos whooped that ass, the male bonobos stood by and let the female bonobos handle business.
And that was the first time in recorded history, in the recording of the observation of bonobos, that they've ever demonstrated violence against each other.
Mm-hmm.
Because they are
Absolutely.
they are a social species that's more egalitarian and cooperative. And but when they hurt a child, those women came together and those female bonobos came together and whooped his ass, which they should have done.
but thinker, why do you think that a male lion does not survive outside of a pride? The male lion has to find a pride to survive. They have to. Female lions can survive by themselves. A male lion has to find a pride. That's why if you ever watch a nature show, you see a male lion, they try, a lone one, they try to take over someone else's pride because they need the pride to survive. They
Mm-hmm.
need the female lions to survive. A male lion can hardly survive by itself.
Wholeness, are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still here. I
Have
just
you looked have you looked into any of these findings that we're talking about before?
some of them, some of them. It's still a man is stronger than a woman.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, she
So
Let it
said, "What
what
go.
does
what
that
does
have?
physical
What does that
strength
have
what
to
does
do with?"
physical strength
Hold
have
on,
to
hold on,
do with
hold on, hold on, hold on.
leadership?
Can I see? If I was, I can't say nothing.
Let it
No,
go.
I
She
was
asked
just
the
gonna
question.
ask you
Can
the
I
same.
answer it?
Yeah, you can answer it. I just want to make sure you're answering the question that I'm asking. What does physical strength have to do with leadership skills?
Well, okay. Let's just say if I was a brute, my ability to conquer would be based on that. In which case, in a situation where combat is takes place, if I have the power, I'm going to all the time, always
Can you
overpower
name a
you.
situation
What?
that arises like that for you today? Can you name a situation in maybe in the last 10 years that you've been in where you've needed to use brute strength to solve a problem?
I mean, you probably grew up in a different place than other people, so I don't think that's a good question. But
No,
What?
what do
you
you
know what I'm
mean? I,
saying?
I grew up in America. Can you give me a time when you in the last 10 years have had to use brute strength to solve a problem?
I mean, this is a world full of. Can
No,
you
I'm
get
talking
more
about you though.
specific
I'm
about
talking
your
about
question?
you.
Can you get
Listen,
more specific about
no,
your question?
no,
Because
I
I
am
don't
more
think you
specific.
asking me
I'm
what I think
asking you,
you asking.
when was a time, can you name a time in the last 10 or the last 5 years that you had to use brute strength to solve a problem?
Okay, so I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. Before I say that, can we agree that in a warlike situation, that brute strength would
Sir, can
more
you,
than likely
sir,
Oh
win
my
sir,
win
can
the
you
gosh,
day?
tell
another
me?
person.
Can we agree on
Well,
that
well, no,
first?
we can't because
Answer her question
but,
straight out. It's a straightforward question.
but
I feel
also
like
we
she moving the
can't listen. I'm
goalposts.
not listen,
You
and
moving the
also we
goalposts.
wait a minute, and also we can't because most wars now they're not fought
Corella?
hand to hand. They're not fought hand to hand. We use drones. We use most wars are not fought hand to hand. That's why they last so long. Because they're not hand to hand combat. It's drones. It's satellites and stuff like that. That's why they last so long. So I'm asking you, name a time in like the last years, right? That you had to use brute strength to solve a problem.
But I will say this. I will say this. I'm not going to name a time that I had to use it, but I will say this. I'll tell you a situation where brute strength is important in the case of domination. Like
No,
in,
sir, I
Oh my
in
asked you to
goodness.
name a time. No, you
hold
said
on,
it's
hold on. Can
important.
I can I
No,
can I
no,
say can
no,
I
no,
say
because
can I
you're
say
not
what?
answering my question. And I'm agreeing. Okay, I'm giving you that brute strength is important. Can you tell me a time in the last 5 years when you had to use brute strength to solve a problem?
Like I said, is okay. I'm gonna say this. I'm just gonna say this. I was attacked by somebody. I
Right.
Okay.
consider that a problem. I
Okay, was that
needed brute
somebody a
strength.
woman? Was that somebody a woman?
No, that was a man.
Okay, so a man, another man that attacked you, and you had to use brute strength to solve that problem.
Yes.
Okay,
I mean, what else
and
was it
so
gonna mean?
how does
Somebody that says,
and so how does that mean that you are a better leader?
Cause why y'all attacking yourself?
That part.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
we have for centuries all female armies in different kingdoms that have whipped, and I mean destroyed men in battle. So
come
you're
on, I'm
full of
talking
shit there.
general. General. I ain't saying that it's all across the
Yeah, now
board.
you're
They are gonna
talking in
lose
Joe.
every
Okay.
time. Come
Uh-huh.
on.
Yeah.
So,
Whatever.
so fullness, that again, I'm saying, and let me tell you something, that problem, what you trying to say when you say you probably didn't grow up like I did? That probably was some ghetto bullshit foolishness that if you had stayed inside, a motherfucker wouldn't have fucked with you. So I mean, I'm sure. So I don't want to hear about the ghetto tales.
No, no, no. I
You do
was I
you go
was
to
leaving. I
work?
was
Do you
leaving
go to
work.
work,
I was leaving work.
Ghetto
sir?
tales is
And so,
funny.
Fullness. I
I
don't
was
care.
leaving work.
Let me ask you a question. Do you have a job?
Ghetto tales, ghetto
I
Do
tales.
be
you have a
road
job?
rage, all of that. Okay,
Fullness.
what is
Do
all
you
of this
have a
personal
job?
attacking?
Do you have a
Listen,
job? Fullness.
I want to talk about what the topic is. You try
Fullness.
to
Damn,
Do
get
you
you
have
into
a?
the
Do
whine.
you
business. Like, can we
You
talk
whine.
fullness?
You
about the
whine,
topic?
Fullness.
bro.
Y'all
Fullness. Do
y'all
you have a?
what
Do you have
what
a
I have a
job?
Stop
job or
Fullness.
not? That has nothing to do
whining.
with what we talking about.
No, it
I just
Yes
said
does.
or
It
no?
actually does. It does.
Yes or
Do you
no?
have a job? That's all I'm asking. You ain't got to tell me what
yeah.
it
In
is.
fact, I
Okay.
probably need to get up out of here too. Now that you
Okay.
think about it.
Are
Now that I
you a
think about it.
leader in that job? Are you a leader? Are you like a manager or a supervisor or a team lead in that job?
Yeah, I do have to go though. So it was nice
No.
talking
Are
to
you
you.
a
Oh,
manager?
brute force. Lord's done used brute force on their mind.
Hmm.
Yo.
Are you a leader or a supervisor or team lead in that job?
No way.
Hello? Fullness. Are you a team lead in that job? I guess you're not gonna answer. Because my next question is gonna be, what are the gladiator games that you had to do to become the team lead for that job?
Lord, you know he fullness of shit.
I know.
Hello, hello.
He ran from that damn question.
He was
I
running
think it
from the
zeroes
whole
in.
conversation.
He was, and I think it just zeroes in on just how myopic they are when it comes to just like the reality that we live in. Like leadership has shit to do with physical strength. Strength is muscle. Leadership is about your heart and your mind and your connection with other people and the fact whether or not you can motivate people or whether or not you can care for people. All they hear is dominate, dominate, dominate. Like that's just so ridiculous.
But the thing is, he doesn't dominate in his real life. They just come up here and lie. Like, can name one time where you had to use brute strength to solve a fucking problem, and you come telling me about some ghetto street corner tales. Because that's the only thing you know. All you know is fighting the motherfucker that lived down the street from you. I'm talking about problems in the real world, problems that everybody has. Like, what are
Absolutely.
you talking about?
Hi, Corella.
Hey, Corella.
Hi, how are you?
Hey.
Hey.
I I came up and then my phone stopped working, so I had to get fix that. But how is everybody? He ran and I just had so much to say.
Yeah, he ran when Lord put that brute force on that ass.
I know. He ran. I was just like, oh, because the way that they equate like being able to do warfare with leadership, like is weird because well it's not weird because remember that since men have been leading they have organized themselves into bands and have made warfare the way in which they create empires and all this kind of stuff, right? The violence and all of that, so they really do glorify that and they really do think that that's leadership, and it's not. I don't, you know.
But you, but you know, Corella, that's not even. I don't even know why they equate it with warfare because I graduated from when I got my degree in college. There was this guy that was in the same major with me. My degree is in mathematics. He was in the military, but he was an officer. He was like, man, you should go to officer training school. We need people like you. They hiring people with STEM degrees. This was 26 years ago. The wars haven't been fought with brute strength probably since the Gulf War. They don't even fight wars like that anymore. They use drones. They use GPS position. They use satellites so that GPSs can work on their drones. Nobody does hand to hand combat anymore.
That's absolutely true. Now they even have like the drones and stuff like that where they don't even have to, like what are they talking about? I don't know, but they still have this viewpoint that brute strength qualifies you to be a leader. And here we are. In the book we're always discussing over here to my, I guess it's my right hand side if I'm on the stage, where brute strength is seen and glorified as being chosen, and that you can execute this brute. You can you know apply this brute strength to others because you're chosen. This is a mentality that's very ingrained in our society. And even with the picture that you had up there, that was hilarious, where God is doing surgery on Adam, which doesn't make any sense, right? But they keep they glorify warfare the whole time. When God tells them, I am, the Lord of hosts, what does that mean, Lord of hosts, right? So there we go.
Whatever y'all getting ready to order. Y'all getting some Chick-fil-A? If y'all do, give me the little chicken bite things. Give me a 10-piece.
I
Thank
love
you.
them little chicken bites. They so good.
Yes.
Yes.
With some honey.
Man, I'm finna fuck them up.
I bet
I
you
love
are.
those. I
Eat
love
some for me.
April?
Thinker.
Huh?
Thinker, remember when this is I guess 3 years ago when we first met and we were having the same discussion about XY, the XY,
That it's
and
getting
that
ready to
we
go
were
out of business?
yeah, and
Yeah.
we discussed this that it is literally degrading. Like there's several scientific articles in which it's talking about it is now degrading, meaning that when a male is born, the Y chromosome it eventually is not going to be here. So I don't know why that would be superior. I don't I
Because
don't
the earth
understand.
is trying to shake it off. Shake, shake, shake. Shake the devil off. Shake, shake. Yeah, did y'all ever sing that song in
Yes.
Sunday school?
Yeah. Yes.
She trying to shake that shit off. She trying to break the fuck
Oh,
up.
we just need Rhea and do that. And the band will be back together again.
Fun ain't here.
Oh, yeah, fun.
Yeah.
That's right.
And Xena.
Yeah, Xena.
Oh,
Then that'll be the whole crew. That's who we fucking started with. Yeah.
Oh, those memories.
Um. Oh, that person left. Okay. Y'all, the guest box is open if you are a believer in the God of the Bible, deconstructing or an atheist, 21 and up. Arnie Treese, I'm pretty sure you were in the guest box on accident, so I went on ahead and took you out. Still waiting on you to come up. I know you said that you were waiting until you ready to come up and share your story, Arnie Treese. I know that there was someone in the comments saying, let me up, let me up, let me up. And I was asking you to be patient. I only bring up one person at a time. So if you're still here, now is your opportunity.
The time this man attacked me.
Switch, no, I've never heard of that. Mariana. Okay. I assume you came up on accident. Boy, that shit was funny when he kept saying,
Was it?
yeah, like he kept saying, I'm talking, like, you don't want to get into the side. Like the way that he kept answering the questions and shit, that shit was funny. And when Fee was talking to him and I had the pictures up, I know that shit fucked his ass up. That shit had him like, he was not ready for the shit. And I was waiting on the opportunity to just bust out, Adam had a baby. Like I was
Yeah, I
waiting.
was waiting for that
Man,
too.
I didn't get the opportunity. There wasn't a break. Like I was waiting. We had a guy join the stage tonight named Grink, and he was scared of that song. Every time I played it, he ran. And that song freaked him the fuck out.
really did.
Yeah.
He was more scared of that
You
song than
know,
he
I'm gonna
was
duet that if I can. If
that shit was
TikTok let me, I'm gonna duet it.
that shit had him so scared. He kept saying, "That's blasphemy. I don't listen to devil music." That's why I say that. Like to them, I think Adam is divine. I think
Hmm.
Adam in their head is more divine than the God, but they haven't like realized it yet that they worship Adam. They worship the penis, and I don't think they
Yeah.
know it.
Wasn't there an article or something, something in a medical book regarding sperm being found in the bones of a
Yeah,
woman? Yeah,
and the bone marrow.
the bone marrow. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. I sensed it when they started getting mad about what if Adam was abusive. And I'm like, why are they so fucking mad about human beings? Like, these are human characters who they believe is responsible for the fall of man. Like, why are they so mad about saying, what if Adam was abusive? And I was like, these motherfuckers think they Adam. And like, they were saying, they were even calling that blasphemy. And I'm like, why are they saying it's blasphemy to say, to ask what if Adam was abusive? But now I know
Hmm.
they see Adam as divine. It's interesting. And then why don't they, like, what is the logic behind saying that she was like, she, like, I don't know. Like, it's just interesting. It's really interesting. Y'all, the guest box is open. There's almost 600 people in here. Mariana, you were in the. I brought you up once and you didn't say anything. I don't know if TikTok is throwing you up in there on accident. Are you trying to request, or is it an accident?
Thanks, Dita.
Okay, I can. I have to check it after the live. I can't check it during the live, AG. But thanks for reminding me because I did forget the other day. Are y'all done? No more Adams?
They're probably scared their asses away. The truth hurts.
Yeah. The logical entailment. But like,
Mhm.
it's like the fact that the Google search won't talk about the X chromosome without talking about the Y, but it will talk about the Y chromosome without talking about the X.
Mm,
Like, that is so interesting to me.
it is.
Even the fucking search engine got patriarchy built in.
I heard where they were like back in the day, they were so embarrassed and intimidated by Jezebel that they knew what they were doing. They purposely made up the that she was a prostitute because of their jealousy and intimidation.
I'm sure they did. Like, they demonized her for being an intelligent woman
Hmm.
and having the ability to, move diplomatically and as a queen the way that a king should move. And Ahab,
Right.
like in the Talmud, it says Ahab was a sickly king and he whined a lot, and so they felt like he was weak, and they would tell him he need to kill himself. They would tell him to unalive himself because he let his wife rule.
I can imagine his wife. Oh, my fault.
No, I was just gonna ask Nay, are you in the request on purpose or on accident? Go ahead, Kalu.
I can imagine him, his wife, calling him what you call these men, whiny motherfucker.
Just imagine, like, Jezebel's like, you are the fucking king. Like, get the fuck
Right.
up. Like, what the fuck is you doing
What the
in the bed with
fuck
the
is
covers on
wrong?
talking about you ain't eating, motherfucker? Get up.
Mhm.
Cause that's what I would have said. What the fuck you mean you ain't
Same.
finna eat? Like, you in the bed with the covers over your fucking head and you the king? Like, what? You
And
got
get your
whole ass
bitch ass
laws
up.
behind you. The fuck you
Right.
whining for?
They mad, but they mad at Jezebel for doing what he was supposed to do.
That part. all because she was a woman. But we're the emotional ones, right? They're the only ones that have logic in their eyes.
Some guy just said the Adam and Eve story is told throughout other cultures. Research more, lady.
Does he know who you are?
And also realizing they have no idea what research means. They have no idea. I was listening to that whole conversation earlier where y'all were asking for sources and, all of this stuff, and they don't know.
He
They
said,
think research means they went on YouTube and got the YouTube certificate of being able to talk about these things.
That
That's not research.
he said, I don't
mm-mm.
read citations.
You don't research.
Yeah, I don't read citations.
Oh my god.
I was like, and then he's talking about it. I did my research. I mean, anybody who studies research has taken a research course. I need to do a research. I've been thinking about that. I'm gonna start like teaching like how to research. Like um, for people who've never don't understand because they don't know.
Then he said, what did he say, y'all? He said, y'all career students. He said, he said, y'all, he said, black women stupid as fuck. Y'all career students. Like, dude, do you hear what you just said?
hmm
But the
You
thing
should
is,
want
We
that.
have a hunger for
Right.
knowledge.
You should want
So
to be a career student, motherfucker. What? That's
I was
not a
about to
fucking
say that.
bird.
You should be learning
It's
something new
actually an
every
honor.
day. Like what? It's so much stuff I learned in this community. I'm like, I didn't know that. Let me go look at that. Let me go
hmm
find that out. Like why don't you want to know things? That's what when I was a little girl, that's why I didn't jive with religion. Cause I wanted to know shit. I wanted to know like how did this get like this? I don't understand people that don't want to know things.
Because
hmm
they don't want to know, because then they have to look at themselves. Because, like, when you do start um, looking outside of religion, responsibility falls on you. And you are forced to look at yourself, accept the fucked up ass decisions that you've made, take accountability, and then it's up to you to do the work to change it. Like, if you want your life to change, you got to do the work. If you don't do the work, then your life ain't changing. And they don't want that responsibility. That shit is hard. Shit is difficult.
And you should Corella teach your research class because Grant Azana said, or for people like me who went to school prior to the internet, I'd love to learn modern research.
hmm
That's what we're doing in sub only. That's what we're doing. Sub only is about uh, research uh, strategies and what databases to use to find archaeological reports, how to read the reports, the strata, bias interpretations, uh, find peer review. Like, that's what we're doing right now in our sub only classes.
And one of the biggest things, right, thinker, is confirmation bias does not equate to research. Like, just because you went and you have a research question, right, about something, you don't just look for articles that agree with your point. Because that's not research. You have to look at the body of work, right? To be able to, and people don't understand this. I see it. I see it all over the place.
They think research is, hey Siri, do are men stronger than women?
It is. That's what they
Yeah.
do.
They always go to that man supposed to lead shit. Like, he did that when I was asking if Eve came from Adam's flesh, and went straight to the man is the leader. Like, they always do this shit. God didn't talk to Eve. God gave the command to Adam. And they don't think, because, like, asserting that just further proves that y'all can, like, that y'all can't take instructions. that y'all failed. Like, I don't even know why they assert that point and what they think that proves.
I think it proves they think in a very primitive way, in a survivalist way as well. Because just assuming that strength equates to leadership is not logical. That would be like saying that the tallest person on the basketball team makes the best coach. That's not true. And their height has absolutely nothing to do with whether or not they have coaching abilities. But they don't want to look at this logically because they have too much invested in it emotionally. And I think Corella was saying, like, they don't want to consider any information that refutes what they already believe. Einstein said that I think it's Einstein said that the best marker of intelligence is being able to consider an idea without adopting that idea, being able to think through a claim without accepting it as true. But their unwillingness to even think through things that they don't already agree with, I think shows the way that their minds are wired.
Y'all, I know Nay is on stage. Nay is a community member. I know Nay is on stage. Yeah, I agree, Fee. Nay, what's up with your love bug?
Hey, hope you're all doing well. I I was I thought about something that you said earlier with the AI, and like there are certain things that are I think being pushed out to us, like specifically like related towards like examples of like matriarchy and like the XY chromosome sort of stuff. Um, I remember very specifically having like an understanding of there being like behavioral ecologists. So like, you know, biologists who are looking into like the what it's like for us to inhabit and then like develop into like male and female quote unquote like um behavioral patterns like in our environment, right? That is not being pushed out to me anymore ever.
What do you mean when you said it's not being pushed out? What did you say?
Yeah, like it's not like it those videos don't appear to me anymore. Like if I go and I search like the
Oh, they don't show
behavioral
up anymore, you said?
yeah, exactly. Like they don't show up anymore at all. And I think that's just like so strange. Like I can't begin to like even understand why that would be the case. Well, I just it's like a blind spot is what it feels like, you know?
Like what video? I don't think I've ever seen those videos. Where you see them at, on TikTok or social media or where?
Well, they would be like on YouTube. They would be like on these are actually videos that I went to high school with. Like my high school teachers would show me these videos. They are not out there anymore. They are not like
What is it that you think
accessible.
they're hiding or trying to suppress now?
Well, I think that what I think the suppression lies in that there is a um like an ecological understanding of gender and of
Oh,
like
okay.
chromosomal like I guess biology that because you know if um to Fee's example for example earlier like the bonobos and like the you know uh,
Like the behavior of
the
man and like
exactly
the
yes
spectrum of it all is what you're saying? Like the
uh-huh
yeah. I saw a video yesterday of a guy who was basically saying that he used to be homophobic until he like traveled and he learned a lot about Africa's culture and how the LGBT community has always been a part of African culture, and he said it changed his whole outlook on how he approaches homosexuality. And so he says he minds his own damn business now, because it ain't none of his business. And he said he said he minds his own business because he got a lot of business to mind, and he don't have time to be worried about who in your bed, which is what we say in here all the time, right? Like, why the fuck you worried about what another motherfucker do in the privacy of their bedroom? You ain't in there with them. But he was talking about how the balance of it all. There's, you have straight, heterosexual on one end. On the other end, you have homosexual, but in the middle, there's this there's still a middle, right? And he said that he learned that it's in every species in nature, right? There's not just male and female or heterosexual or homosexual. There is a plethora of different genetic makeups when it comes to sexuality and gender, and it creates a balance. And I think it's pretty interesting that they don't teach that, and that is real science, right? It's a spectrum, and they don't teach that.
Yeah, exactly. I think I think we maybe are entering or have been in like a very I guess a time where that information is not becoming very available. I think maybe that we are being pushed to seeing like the human condition as being very one-sided, in that like we are being forced to make decisions that are blanket statements. Do you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
there definitely is this very frantic plan to reestablish patriarchal ideals and male domination. That's why I don't like the ESV translation of the Bible, because they're very out front that they translated the Bible and took some liberty with the translation where it talks about gender and reinforcing male domination and patriarchal ideals. And if you've ever, I don't know if you've ever talked to a woman who studies from the ESV, it is so fucking disgusting, because she's actively being brainwashed while studying the Bible from this translation alone. And the way she talks even comes with that fundy voice where it's the real sweet, innocent, oblivious, delusional voice, where men are in control. Men are leaders and dominant, and women are their helpmate. And it's just from her reading that translation that she is being brainwashed like that. And that is the way they want society right now. The same people who translated the ESV are the same people behind trying to take women's rights away to vote, that believe that a woman should have a man over her, to make the decisions for her, when it comes to vote. And if she doesn't have a father, she doesn't have a husband, it needs to be a father. If she doesn't have a father, it needs to be her brother. If she doesn't have a brother, her first male cousin, and so on and so on. Because they're trying to push this very binary way of thinking. It's yes or no. It's male or female. It's man, woman, light, dark, white, black, very binary way of thinking.
Yeah, I actually I personally have not noticed that, but it I think it has.
You haven't noticed them working hard for the patriarchy to come back? I
Oh,
mean,
no.
oh,
No, no. I was alluding to like the linguistic stylistics of,
Oh,
you
the
know, speaking.
ESV.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah.
yes. I think um I think it is very telling though that like that that mindset will be so pervasive in affecting the way that you even like speak about, you know, your selfhood. Um yeah, it's something I'll have to watch out for. But yeah, I guess like being myself personally, like it's interesting to watch like the way that um the mind, the body, the, you know, like the your characteristic signatures will adapt to um bend towards like the patriarchy.
Yeah. Did you have anything else, Nate?
No, that's it. But I do encourage everyone to do some deep searches to find those videos about um behavioral ecology and men. I think super important.
I agree. Do you have a channel on YouTube that you recommend?
No, but I am on your Discord, so I can I'll send some videos.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
And,
All right. Bye
drop it
y'all.
in the notes and resources section for me.
Okay, perfect. Will do. Bye
Okay.
y'all.
Thank you.
Have
Bye.
a
Have a
happy
good day,
Hey
morning.
y'all.
there. Yeah, is the gift goal completed or not? Because someone said it
No,
looked
it's not.
completed on their side.
No, it's 13 out of 20.
Okay, good. Can y'all help her out with the gift goal, please, before we shut down? Thank you.
I'm trying to stay on until my daughter's interview with Mama Bash. And that way I can go to sleep
Oh,
afterwards and not have
yeah,
to like
I
take a
didn't know
break.
that.
Yeah, it's at noon central. Um, and so that way when I get off, I can like listen to her interview with Mama Bash, and then I can go to sleep. And you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get
What's
off,
the
go to sleep,
interview
and
in
then
reference?
her album. Well, she has 4 singles out right now, and
Oh,
so Mama Bash is interviewing her about her process and her music and like why she wrote the song she wrote, stuff like that.
okay.
She saw her high school personal finance teacher yesterday at the game, and um, he was telling her like, you know, she how good of a student she was and stuff. And I was like, she's an artist now, and tomorrow's her first interview. He was like, oh, I'm so proud of you.
Oh,
But
that's so
yeah,
dope.
yeah. I'm a,
Thinker. So much has happened. Oh my God, I'm so proud.
yeah.
I feel I feel very proud.
Thank you.
I yeah. Oh my goodness.
You remember when we created the Abraham pimping out Sarah post? Like Corella and I used to research till 4, 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, and then
Yes.
yeah, and then go live. But that night that we was using the AI to create the post about Abraham and Samson. You remember the Samson one?
I don't remember. I
Oh my
remember
god, let
the
me see.
Jesus though. The Jesus one though. I'd love.
The Gollum
Gollum
Jesus.
Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah, we still use that one. I'm trying to see if I can
I
find the
love
Samson one.
that.
Um,
Though I swear y'all used to trip me out.
Remember the bodybuilder Jesus? Do you remember that one?
Oh
yes. Oh my god,
yeah.
that shit was so funny.
That guy about the physical strength would love that one. You know, would you put the bodybuilder Jesus on there with the cross
With the
broken? Remember
cross,
one side of
yeah,
the cross?
yeah. Oh, and
Who did we
Breezy,
call him?
Breezy. What did
Remember
Breezy's name?
Breezy
Oh
Brown?
yeah, it was
Yes, yeah, it
Breezy
was
too.
Breezy.
Oh
Where
my
the hell is
gosh.
Breezy?
Right?
Breezy that brought that.
Damn, I hope she good because I know she was having like immigration um issue. Like I hope she's still here.
Oh,
Oh, I haven't seen her, to tell
I
you the
haven't seen
truth.
her
yeah.
on
Let me
TikTok. I have
see.
not seen her on
Let,
TikTok.
let me check if I can find one of her
I saw
videos.
some of her videos, but they were like from months ago, I think. Lala.
Oh, I hope she's all
I
right.
hope she's okay
Shit.
too. Damn. She be making videos? Okay, thank you, Sapien. Thank you. Okay. Sapien says she be making
Yeah.
videos.
Okay, that's good.
That's crazy because her content doesn't come up on my FYP anymore.
Mine either.
Like TikTok really like split us the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Sure did.
yeah,
Sure did. I think it's on purpose. I
yeah,
really do.
because it sent us like different ways. Like that's crazy.
Some Taro babble shit.
Yeah.
And we used to talk about all of these things. Remember parthenogenesis and
Mm-hmm.
all of that.
My
Like,
God, when the pretendians used to come
Hello,
up,
guys.
when the you remember when the pretendians used to come up,
oh, oh yes, or the followers. Well, I'm not gonna say it. I don't want to summon them, but like the followers of the,
the black
Mm-mm.
Hebrew
yeah,
Israelites, all they
where they
Mm-mm.
started,
huh?
where they where they started saying, "I'm not that. I'm a follower of the way,"
Oh
and we were
yeah, the
like, "What?"
way. Yeah, they still come in here. I used to they used to when they would come up, we would get suspended, and so I banned them for a while from participating. Um, and then I figured like the shit that they're saying and doing, and out here teaching, it's got to be addressed.
Yes, it
Yeah,
does.
yeah.
Yeah.
I actually wrote a song called "Ata Yadata," um, because they keep coming in here talking about they speaking Paleo Hebrew. And have no idea that they're saying that they speak fucking sans serif or Times New Roman. And so I wrote a song in Hebrew saying we were slaves. Like, and then when they come in here, I'll play it and I'll be like, what does it say? What? And they do not know what it says.
Okay, good news for my Haitian peeps. Um, a judge has blocked the administration from ending the temporary protection status.
That's
It
what's
came
up.
in good time.
Good. Is he going to follow it though? Cause he ain't been following
Yeah, he
shit.
better.
I'm trying to find. Damn, what year was that? Was it damn, when did we do that, Corella? Was that 22?
23,
23?
22,
22.
22 or 23.
Let's see.
22 because I moved
Wait a
around
minute.
three,
Was
so
it 22? I think it was 23.
it was at
I think,
23. Yeah, it
When
could
did
have been
you
yeah.
when
23.
did you leave?
I left 23 February.
So no, it was
So
23 then, right?
yeah, maybe.
Maybe the end of 22. Um Wait, we've been doing this shit for 3 years, not 2?
Yeah, it's 3 years.
Damn.
What?
Yeah, I've been in Colombia 2 years.
We've been
Dang, we
doing this
some
shit for 3
OGs for
years?
real.
So at least 2 years and more, we were talking about this in 22.
Damn.
Time
Damn.
flies when you're having fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought it was 2 years. That's crazy. I'm trying to find these fucking pictures, bro.
I still remember the first day we started.
Yeah. And I was thinking about yesterday when you messaged me the first time we went live,
Hmm.
and you messaged me and you said, "Hey, my friends were watching your live, and they said you gonna get big." You remember that?
Told you. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
And I wasn't looking for the live to get big. We had like 17 people, 35 people in the live.
Yep. And it grew.
Hey y'all, I just wanted y'all to see Playtime's comment. He's visually impaired,
Yeah.
so he can use caps.
I put a message the other day and in the request. I just want to make sure too, though, like when you do that, um, I don't want anyone or like because I am watching for people like I would hope that no one would claim to have a visual impairment to get around the caps rule. Because I am watching to see like when a person types in caps, and if it's only when you want to yell something, I will revoke the approval. Because like I can tell when people, and I'm not talking about two play time, but I can tell when people say, "Oh, I'm visually impaired," just because you want to yell stuff. So I do pay attention, and I have and will take back that rule. So if you can type in lowercase when you want to just respond regularly, and the only time you type it in caps is when you want to yell something, I will revoke the approval, and then you'll go back to being muted for typing in all caps. One thing that I cannot stand is for somebody that's ableist to lie about a vision impairment, and we've had people do it. So once approved, not always approved. Wait, okay? So y'all got 60 emotes. Is Samson in your emotes? Can somebody check? Is Samson and Abraham in your emotes? Those of you that are super fans, I think y'all have like 60 emotes. Because I am
Checking
having,
right now.
huh?
I'm checking right now.
I don't know why I cannot. Did I
No,
clean
I'm not
out?
seeing. I'm not seeing them.
That's crazy. I know I didn't clean out my. I can't find it.
And a lot of the emotes are repeated.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. You only have 15? TikTok Studio is telling me that super fans have 60.
Is it that one?
No, that's Jezebel.
That was a man. I need my glasses.
That's Jezebel.
Not your visually impaired.
Oh,
She
Drea.
got whole ass breasts. What in the world? How did I miss that?
Drea, are you in the guest request box on purpose or on accident? You have all 60? Who
No,
have all
this was an
60?
accident,
Huh?
but I only have 15.
You only have 15? Are
I
you
got
on
green ones.
are you on the 9.99 plan or are you on the 2.99 plan?
No, 9.99.
Who's on the 2.99? Cuz I think who's on the 2.99 plan?
I am.
Do you
I
have all
need to upgrade.
do you have all
I don't
60?
have. No, I don't.
I wonder who TikTok is saying have all 60. There okay, hold on. How many is that? That's 15.
All right, I'm at work. I gotta drop. Love y'all.
Love you too.
How'd you guys?
See you
Man, I want
later.
y'all to see this Samson one. Boy, we was cracking up so fucking bad. Cause Samson like
I don't think it's on there. I think they had
what?
took it off. hmm And the last video of Breezy that I see is on 929
What?
25
Her backup account or her? I mean, her main account or her backup?
on her main account. Her
Yeah,
backup account is 24.
2024.
hmm
Yes, I haven't seen her recently for it's been months now.
That's not normal. That's not breezy. That's
hmm
not breezy.
Is hopefully there's somebody who can find out that is, you know, has information to get a hold of her because
I know she's from Liberia. If she's dealing with immigration, she might be on the low low. Um,
yes, I
hopefully,
totally get that what that means. So
yeah,
yeah, probably.
yeah,
So
yeah. Um,
I mean to tell you, I don't know if I can, I'll tell you this, but I know of a couple of people that have dual citizenship or were you know, or had like green card status was and their bank accounts were closed. I know two people that
What?
happened to.
Why?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I know two people. So it first started with a friend of mine who lives here, went back to visit, and when she went to update something in her bank, it asked her if she had dual citizenship, and she started like getting. She's a citizen of the United States, doesn't have dual citizenship, but she was like, "Why are they asking this?" And so I just kind of was like, "Yeah, maybe they're just asking because it's the new year." And then a friend of mine, who happens to be on one of those listed countries and is a citizen, they closed his bank account. Not only did they close his bank account, when he looked, it was zero balance, and then they claimed to send him a check, like cut a check to send them the funds. But now you can't open a bank account to deposit that check. What are you going to do? So those are the things that no one's talking about. I know two people like this at this point. That's why keeping a low profile, I can see some people are keeping a low profile. I totally understand.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Hold on, y'all. I found the Abraham. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Uh, Here is one of the Samsons, but that's not the funny one. Um.
on a thinker.
Huh.
So I thought of you because the president of Colombia is in a controversy right now. Do you know what the controversy is?
Uh.
That he said that Jesus was a man, and he said he probably they're accusing him of being a blasphemer,
Accusing
because he said
Jesus or
something.
the president?
Yeah, the president was giving a speech. Of course, he's, you know, I don't know what he believes, but he definitely, I don't know. But he was saying something, and everybody's accusing him of being a blasphemer because he said, that Jesus had made love, maybe.
Oh wow.
He said that, and oh my gosh, they're like ready to stone him. Like, it is bad. Like, they really think like he lost his mind and that he's a blasphemer and all this kind of stuff.
Who
It
is he saying
is
he made love to?
Mary Magdalene.
Oh, I've heard that before. That he was married to Mary Magdalene before.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're ready to like, you know, stone him or something.
That's crazy. So that this must be new to them. They must have never heard that before over there.
It's, I think at this point, anything he says, they're gonna say something about it. Like, it's just, he speaks truth to power, so it, like, anything he says is just,
So
whatever.
is he an atheist or?
I don't know. I know that one of his speeches was, there are no chosen people. Nobody's chosen.
Holy shit!
Everyone's chosen. Don't,
What?
that rhetoric about the chosen is not true. And if there
The
is a God, he
president of
said,
Colombia saying this?
yeah,
What?
why do you think they're after him? Oh my goodness. Like, he was the first country um, to break diplomacy with a certain thing. And so yeah, he sat up there and he was like, don't tell me anybody's chosen. No, if there is a God, everybody would be chosen. Humanity would be chosen. Is nobody chosen? So yeah,
I'm shocked like a motherfucker with that one.
yeah, go look at his. That's why right now, I was so concerned about he's in the United States right now, and I was just so concerned about him like being here, but everything went well. But Yeah, he's been speaking truth to power a whole lot.
You said he's where
That's what he
now
said.
in the United States? Or
Yes.
is he here for safety reasons or something?
No, 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 no. So, there's been a
He
lot going on, right? So he's here because they accused him of like horrible things, right? And so he has the data, he has everything that is not true. And so he came, I don't know, they had a conversation because there's been a lot of threats against the country. So he came to on a mission of peace. And so he came on a peace mission, and it went well. We were all kind of concerned because, could be a trap after all the stuff that they do. So, but especially because, like I said, he said some things. Yeah, some people got angry. Mainly the evangelicals got really angry about that.
Y'all on the block list of coming to America? What block list?
No, that what they did is after he started saying certain things about, countries should have their own autonomy and that, interfere, all of the things that we need to talk about. Like we need to talk about those things. He's been bringing those to the light, and like I told you, the message about, you're unaliving people and no one's chosen, and you know what I'm saying, and this little speech. Oh, he also said something else that I can tell y'all in private, but he said something else about everything that is being revealed right now.
With the
And
Epstein files?
yeah, he said like the world is being led by a cabal of, well, and so he said that in public too.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I just watched a TikTok video of one of I don't remember which country it was in Africa, where their leader said the exact same thing. I mean, he broke that shit down to a granular level, and he was talking about that very same thing. I think a lot of people are starting to realize that and put those pieces together to kind of form a good view of what's really going on and who's really pulling the strings, like how that island was acquired, where the money came from, like all of those things are being kind of pieced together right now. And I'm hoping that a lot more people get that courage to do exactly what Carla was talking about, speaking the truths of power.
You talking about the guy that said that there's a coup happening right now?
Yep.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that. Yeah,
Hmm.
and he said
Yeah.
that dude is dead, and he's still like shit is still happening because of him.
Hmm.
Yeah, I
For
saw
those,
that.
I mean, for those that believe he actually took his own life.
I saw that.
I'll see if I can find it, Jay. I'm pretty sure I reposted it, but I'll look for it and see. I'm posting in the Discord.
So I found the
Oh, I
pictures.
got raptured.
I gotta find some way to get them
Okay.
in my photos.
Y'all know that they got troops in Africa. They said it yesterday. I think it's Nigeria over that Christian and Muslim bullshit. And also they just, well, somebody, which I think is pretty suspicious, Gaddafi's son was murdered yesterday or sometime
What?
this week. Yep. Yep. I think it's really suspicious.
I now live in a state of constant suspicion of everything. So
Hmm.
Hey, do you still have uh, the link to where Adam was saying to the God that he don't like Eve and that her voice sounds like shrill bones? Do you know where that is? I have been looking for that and cannot find it.
I
Correct.
don't know where it is, but I remember that, and that was hilarious. I
Yeah,
remember that.
I
The
can't
shrill
find it.
voice.
Yes, I can't find it nowhere. Hold on, let me see if this added to my photos here. Hold on. No. Damn. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see something. No.